There he is. Ndamana. Tonight, Stalin. Tonight, Stalin. Ndamana. What's up? Yes, 2 live streams in one day. I did one earlier, and now I'm doing one in the evening here. Yes, sir. Get it going. Get her done. I'm spoiling you. Yeah, I try to the time zones. As I told you guys before, if I do them, there will be one sometime in the morning, one in the early evening, and one in the like mid evening, just to cover these different time zones. What's up, George? Jag mår bra. Jag mår jättebra, tack. Du? Es la hora de charalada. De nuevo. Hey, jag är chiquis. Jag är get that sleep, man. Get that sleep. Get that sleep. I'm eating spaghetti. I went to Fazoli's earlier. Me and my brother, we went to Fazoli's. Got something to eat. You see that picture? Look at my picture. You see how I changed my picture the other day? I'm eating the same. This is what I'm eating in that picture, but that was at the restaurant. What is that language? Mark Levinson. Benjamin, you said every day before I go to sleep. Do I what? I didn't quite get what you just asked me. Lee. Yeah, eat miel. Exactly. That's what I'm eating in that picture down there. It's 8:46 right now, Raj. 8:46 p.m. Yeah, they got some good food. I don't know what that is, Benjamin. What is that? Shrek. What is that? What do you mean? Pray to Shrek. What? I still don't understand. What does that mean? Now I know we speak English, I still don't understand that. Det var länge sedan, mannen. Not that long. Not that long. I think the last time we spoke was like a week ago. What was that, last week sometime? See, very gentle. He's Chinese native, and he doesn't even understand what that means. No, I know who Shrek is. I know who Shrek is, but what do you mean? Like, I don't understand what you mean by pray to Shrek. It must be, there must be some sort of meaning. I know what the Shrek dude is. I know what that is. Oh man, my water in the freezer. Yeah, I just didn't get it. I know what Shrek is. I know the Shrek character. You trolling? Come on, man. It's all good. Hold on, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Oh shoot. Whew. You found a native speaker of Navajo where at? If you were ever in Salt Lake, more than enough Tongan and Somali people peeps level up with. Where you find your native speaker at, man? You found him on you. What's his name? I probably know him. The Nembazad. Bohosh. Ah. What's up, Xiao Chun? Hey man, it's been a busy week for me, man. What's up? Oh, Derek, I do. Wait, is that the? I think I. Where's he from? I never wait, cause I don't. I never worked with any native speakers of Navajo. Yeah, we had one session though. No, we had two sessions so far. So far. Derek, wait a minute. Hold on. I think that's. Hold on for a second. Oh, we had one. We had just one. Let me see. Yeah, I've been like I told everybody. I got some stuff going on. And I've been preparing for it, so it's kind of distracting me a little bit, man. We'll be back on it soon. Don't worry. Let me see. Derek. Hold on. Yeah, is this him? I think I found this guy you talking about. Wait, hold on. Hold on for a second. Yeah, I think I know who you talking about, man. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture of this guy. You know what he looks like? If I show you this picture, do you know what he looks like? The Navajo dude. What's up? All right, Mark. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. This is who you talking about. Let me see. Let me see. Can you see that? Oh, let me see. Oh shoot. Hold on. I'm trying to zoom in here. Mark, you see that dude? Is that him? That's him? Oh, okay, that's him. I never worked with him before. He just on my Skype. I don't know. Man, why do people be lying, man? Nah, I never worked with him before, but he's been on my Skype for a while. I actually reached out to him. Reached out to him. I was trying to when I was in that Navajo mode, I was looking for native speakers, and he was kind of I don't know. He seemed reluctant on he wasn't confident or something. He wasn't confident because I needed some stuff translated. Yeah, I ain't saying he's bad or anything, but I never worked with him. But I reached out to him for help. It never happened. I'm not saying that he's bad or anything. It was just that I just couldn't. We just never. I would have been working with him, but I don't know. Maybe he was surprised because I'm a bit of a celebrity here, and he couldn't believe that I was reaching out to him. I don't know. I reached out to 3 Navajo speakers and was unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. What's up, Nathan? What do you need? What do you need me to help you with? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. I'm just saying that I never worked with him before. He's been on my Skype list for a while, and I try to reach out to him, but he just didn't seem like at least at that time. That was a long time ago. He's probably more confident now. But at the time I reached out to him, he probably was. I mean, at the time I reached out to him, he was like a bit unsure, uncertain. But again, maybe he was surprised that I reached out to him. He didn't know what to do. Maybe he was nervous. I don't know. Exactly, Nathan. Do it 24/7. You gotta be obsessed out here. You gotta be obsessed. Be sick with it. Hmm. I'm eating fazoli's. It's like idari mien, spaghetti. I studied Spanish actively for 1 year, and I progressed a lot in Spanish at the time because I was helping people. I had some people wanting to learn it, and I was helping them. Let me see. How did you go about learning to read the Chinese characters? Sorry for the repeating question. Um, at first I was learning characters like isolated way. I had like a whole bunch of papers. I had like a notepad. I had like a notepad like this, and I was writing character. I'll fill this whole page up with characters, just write them over and over again. And then I realized that it was too slow for me, And that's when I started like writing out dialogues. Just kind of take a simple dialogue from a course like this, and write them out. Do that over and over again. Write out them dialogues from the book, and yeah, that's what I found that to be a better way to learn characters and context, and I stuck with that. And then of course, going in chat rooms, practicing with native speakers. They type back to you in the characters. That's very useful as well. That's why I like chat rooms. Japanese is probably my strongest language after Chinese. But see, let me see. There's a book website called Chinese. Yeah, I actually have that book. Someone sent it to me. Steep, yeah, steep. Yeah, 10 sure, yeah. I never write the characters. 学写字的时候，一个字写的。Yeah, I like. It was really difficult for me to learn isolated characters. I couldn't do it. I mean, I could at first, but it got tiring. What's up, Vittorio? I was on the stream earlier, but I decided to pop on here for a little bit. Get on here and hang out. Radicals, I wasn't really a radical person. I didn't really study that. I'm not gonna tell you not to because I didn't do it. Go, probably go try it out and see how you like it. But I didn't really study radicals. A volunteer for what? For tutoring? Oh, Xiao Chen, most definitely. The hardest. I agree with you. I just did the 23andMe DNA test and found out that I am mainly European, but also part Jewish, East Asian, and Liberian. Okay, that's awesome. Would you ever take the 23andMe test and about to learn language as part of it? I didn't take the 23andMe. I took this other one. I can't even remember what it was, but it traced back to it says like Nigeria on my mom's side, Nigeria, Yoruba and Igbo and all that. That's what it said. Thanks for okay. Wait, hold on. I missed the question. Oh, Japanese practice daily. Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find somebody. A lot of Japanese people online, but if you mean coming to you in person, I don't know about that. That might be a challenge. Yep, time for Polski. Yeah, Polski is pretty much the same. I haven't really progressed a whole lot. It's been off and on lately. It's been off and on. Getting multiple volunteers can learn. Well, this mess you up and possibly mess you up? Nah, I doubt that. Nathan's question was, how did your confidence to go? Doing it 24/7, doing it a whole lot. I did it back in the day when I first started. Back in the day, back in the day when I first started getting into Chinese, I I was doing it every day, and see, when you do something every day, you get used. It just becomes second nature. It was really fun and it was addicting, getting those reactions from people. And I just like, you know what? I want to do it again. Oh, we gotta do it again. I remember we did it. It was like from the morning all the way. Literally, we started like 8 in the morning and leveled up all the way until midnight on a lot of occasions. From 8 in the morning all the way until to midnight, just going around talking with people. We went to college universities. We went to bookstores. We went to Chinese restaurants. I mean, it was crazy. Laoshu and Jamal's body counts. Yeah, Jamal. Yeah. We been out there like a whole lot. Mr. Grace, I don't know, man. That's a hard question to answer. Yeah, that's my hobby. Yes, that's my sure how I ha. It's so fun just going out to them. I remember let me think of some funny occasions. I remember I don't know I think I told you guys this story on YouTube. I remember one time he's good. He's just busy. You know, he has his family and stuff. He working and stuff. But one time, me and Jamal, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. It was me and Jamal went up to the university. Now I'm not talking about the old woman, but it was in the same place. It was a library, of course, and there was this Chinese girl sitting there, and then we, just walked up to her and asked her what time this library closed, and she told us. And then we tried to ask her, well, Jamal asked her. Jamal was like, yeah. He's like, may I ask where you from? He's like, he asked her something like, may I ask where you from? And then she had looked at him. And then she didn't say anything at first. And then like, he's like, I'm sorry I bothered you or something. I was just curious. And then she was like, she's like, oh, you wouldn't know. She's like, you wouldn't know. And oh, that's why. He's like, yeah, I don't know. That's why I asked you. And then she said again, she's like, yeah, you have no idea. She was kind of rude. And then like, I think I stepped in. I said something to her like, yeah, he just, he's just learning languages, just curious. And she was like, yeah, she didn't want to tell us. Okay, she didn't want to tell us. Like she was really like holding back. So we just left. And then like another day. It was so funny. Another day, we were walking on the campus, and Jamal, one of his Chinese friends. I never met the guy before. See, I never met the guy before, but he saw that Chinese guy, and I remember that girl, that same girl that was in the library, sitting down saying we had no idea, and all that. She was with him, and then I was looking at her, I was like, yeah. I said, that's that same girl. And we walked up to him. And then like he was like, yeah, what's up, man? Why you doing? And the girl, she was like looking stupid, like she like embarrassed because she remember when we were in there asking her, and he was like, yeah, this is my friend right here. He can speak Chinese. So I started speaking with him in Chinese, and then I started speaking with him in Chinese. The girl, she was even react. She was just looking stupid. Like I know she was embarrassed. And she wasn't saying anything, and I was gonna say something to her, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything to her, because I remember when she was in that library, and she was trying to tell us we ain't know. She's like, you have no idea, or something like that. So I was just talking to the dude, and I didn't ask him about the girl or anything. She was just kind of embarrassed. She wasn't saying anything, and it was just I just thought it was funny. I thought it was real funny, man. She probably was embarrassed, like damn. I just told them guys they wouldn't have no idea, wouldn't know, and now that was like the girl's boyfriend. How crazy is that? I think I was talking about that in the video. Yeah, no, that was from that not Columbus. That was from Akron. That was from Akron. Talking about some, we wouldn't have no idea. What? That's why we asked you. But I knew, I pretty much figured she was Chinese. I was gonna go right into Chinese with her, but see, I wasn't that bold back in the day. I wasn't going into Chinese like I see now. If I know you, I'm gonna go right into Chinese on you. If I know you Chinese, I'm gonna go right into it. Well, no, actually, I was a little bold because that old woman up in the library, the one that slammed her paper down, I went into Chinese with her. But she wasn't having it. Arabic is harder than Chinese grammatically. Yeah, my hometown. Laoshu, that is what I do with Spanish speakers. What language do you look forward to learning that you don't have any active plans to study? Um, no, well, really, any language is going. I'm gonna study gonna be an active study languages, but the ones I'm looking forward to, um, I'm looking forward to that Slovenian. I'm looking forward to that. Let me see, Slovenian. What was the other one? Oh, Ukrainian. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to perhaps Slovakian. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those. Those are the upcoming ones. Oh, I spend some more time. Let's spend some more time on these other ones I'm working with. Chinese grammar, no conjugation, no tense, no plural. Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I started learning when I was 18. Just wanted to try something out, and I fell into it. I loved it, and I kept up with it. So, I'll go into a little bit more detail. So basically, it wasn't Mandarin at first. I wanted to do Cantonese, but I wanted to do Cantonese, so I found like a teach yourself book, the older version, real old version, teach yourself, and I was listening to that came with cassette tapes, and I listened to that, and then I think I got to like the fifth chapter, and I don't know, it was like I didn't feel like I was really learning what I wanted to learn, and then I was meeting Chinese people, and they were telling me, and he's like, yeah, he's like, you should learn Cantonese because it's useless. And I was like, it's useless. And he was like, yeah, it's useless. You should learn Mandarin. And I think I had about 4 or 5 Chinese people telling me that. They said it was useless, and that was kind of discouraging because Cantonese was more appealing to me at the time. And so I went to the bookstore, and I noticed that they have way more resources than Cantonese. And I was like, man, maybe I should just move on over to this Mandarin then, since they have all these resources. And that's what I did. I ended up doing that, and shh, no, Cantonese is not useless. I'll tell you that right now. I wish I would have listened to them, man. I'd have kept doing Cantonese. I'm telling you, I would have kept doing Cantonese if I had not listened to them. But it was discouraging and then the fact that was discouraging, and then the fact that they didn't have as many resources as Mandarin, so I just I just crossed over to Mandarin. But Cantonese has a lot of good stuff, man. You just have to go to a certain you have to go to a certain website. They got a lot of resources for Cantonese, and then the speakers, man. I'm convinced, to be honest with you, I think there are more Cantonese speakers than Mandarin. I really do. They must be lying about them numbers or something. They got to be lying about them. There's a lot of speakers of Cantonese. I'm telling you, a lot of speakers, a lot of definitely in America, because a lot of those the ABCs born here, they speak. A lot of them speak that Cantonese. Yeah, they a lot of them speak Cantonese. So I remember when I switched over to Mandarin, I was trying to level up. They were like, yeah, because I asked them, I said, yeah, where you from? They told me, he's like, yeah, I'm Chinese, and they would be like, yeah, I was born here. And then I started trying to speak Mandarin with them. They said, yeah, I speak Cantonese. I don't speak Mandarin. And then I was reciting stuff from. I remember that stuff that I was reciting from that teach yourself book, and they was just laughing and stuff. Yeah. Corsican, what language is that? Because a lot of people from Hong Kong went to the States. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people from the south. Mose, I just thought, do you know the channel ADV China is two white guys who have been living in China for... No, I've never heard of that before. I never heard of the channel before. Spoken in the French island of Portugal. Those Oh, I never heard of that before. Oh, politics, huh? Oh, I know that guy. That serpent's a guy. I do know him. I did watch his video before. He got some good videos. I watched several of his videos before. Yeah, that name that you say, that serpent's eye. Yeah, I watched his video before, but I don't know the other guy. Yeah, the guy in the suit. Yeah, I watched his. I watched one video when he went to a Chinese restaurant. He was eating in the Chinese restaurant. He was on his bike or something. Yeah, that was yeah, that guy's pretty cool. I watched his stuff before. I think I'm actually subscribed to him. Yeah, the guy on the motorbike. You should know so much more. Do I know how to say what, Michael? Definitely check out ADV China if you get a chance. It's Serpent and his friend, and they just talk about China. Yeah, the Serpent's a guy is pretty cool. It's been a while. I haven't watched any of his videos lately, but I watched a video of him when he was on his bike. He was on his bike. He went somewhere to eat on the street, and then he went to this restaurant. I think I watched like maybe 10 of his videos. You know, later, guys. I'm gonna get some. All right, Adam. Take care, man. 广东话. What you trying to ask me something, Michael? 你知道點講 That's what you 你頭先用廣東話 They have a documentary on driving motorbike going across. I don't think I'm ready for that yet, Xiao Chun. Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that, man. I need some more time. Well, I mean, we only had one lesson. I'm not ready for that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait. We ain't ready for that. There's a video called "You Will Never Be Chinese," which is good. What phrase did you learn? I didn't really learn any phrases. We just putting some small things together. Dang. And we only had one lesson, so I'm gonna wait after maybe 2-3 weeks. We get a good 2-3 weeks in. I'll show off some Fujonese. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna be all over the place. Do you? Yeah, I'm interested in learning ASL. Definitely. Dang, Michael, you going in over here, man. تعلم اللغة العربية هذا الشهر هل هل يمكن مساعدة Dang, you don't buy everything. Say I agree with them 90%. Every Chinese man, you're doing work. Yeah, he's over there going in. Does your Chinese help you with reading Japanese? The kanji part, yeah, well, a little bit, because the pronunciation is different. asking, how many languages are you raising your daughters? Right now they're learning English and Chinese. We'll see. We'll see what's here soon. What else I'm gonna get them immersed in? Yeah, you can't trust bitter expats. Do you know some language chat room like for Chinese? Hello talk. Hello talk. Start. You need to go get this app. Let me show you this application here. Hello talk. Hold on for a second. Oh, you already on Hello Talk? Okay. No, you don't have to. Well, besides Hello Talk, I, I don't know anything else that's better than Hello Talk. To be honest, Hello Talk has a lot of Mandarin speakers. A lot. Yeah, a lot of native speakers over there for Mandarin. What is Hello Talk? Hello Talk is a chat room. It's an application for iPhone. It's for iPhone, Android. It's basically a place where you can practice foreign languages. Check this out. I'm gonna do a demonstration real soon once I get a good open broadcast software on my iPhone. What's up, Alfredo? What's going on, dude? My first time seeing you here in the chat. Yeah, it looks like WeChat. You can do a search on it. So they got some video. I'm pretty sure they got some videos. But it's pretty big, man. It's one on one. It's just a big chat room. You just reach out to someone and you contact them and talk with them, and they message you back like a regular chat room. Oh, good stuff. Samurai, good stuff, man. You putting that Persian to work, huh? All right, wild kid. Take care, man. Take care, sir. I'm just hanging out here on the chat. Laoshu, I'm thinking that Hello only doesn't work for previous users. I uninstalled and wanted to install it again using your link. It wouldn't let you? They said, nah, you already ours. That's not going to work. It's all good. I appreciate it, though. Nah, man, I'm doing Spanish first. Persian might come in later as they were looking for Spanish interpreters. It's probably got paradise because the break room is full of time. Man. I know that'd be crazy. I'd be losing my mind in a place like that. But I used to want to do that type of work, man. But he a native speaker, Justin. He's a native speaker. All right, Mark. He said, "Oh shit, yeah, that's my boy Alfredo, man. He a beast." All right, take care, Mark. Oh, I was Persian. Is it difficult? Eh, if you never learn, I would say if you never learned another language before, it could be a bit of a challenge. But if you have some experience, it's really not that bad. It's to me, it's logical. Well, I have Japanese and Korean under my belt, and I understand the grammar. Uh, Persian grammar is uh Persian grammar is similar, but it's not easy. It's not easy, not difficult. Chettore. Oh, I see you, very gentle. Very gentle. You know some Persian there. I see you, Chettore. I already know a little. I know a bit of Arabic. Hmm. Zabane Farsi خیلی آسان است. Oh, y'all pulling out this Pars, this posse in here. Posse, posse. Yeah, that Fiji water. Calvísimo tiempo. You serious? He said, "Nah, Baba." Alfredo was in the honey. It is. Indonesian is really easy. Hmm. Well, I would say out of all the Asian languages, it's probably the easiest one. Indonesian, Malaysian. It's really simple. Yang Yang Chen. The boss, what's up? You talking to me? Is that a question for me? Yeah, them Arabic plurals are beastie, man. My first foreign language is Chinese. I think you want to know my first foreign language. Everybody knows that English is my native language. Hobie. Japanese. Because see, See, I don't even know when I'm speaking that, because when I'm around my family, remember when I speak different. I don't I have some lingo going on, but I don't. It probably comes out in my videos, and sometimes I don't even if I don't pay attention. And when I come see when I get comfortable and I'm not really thinking it, I just be talking different, and it might come out. If I don't pay attention. But definitely when I'm around my family and my friends, I'm not really conscious of what I'm saying. So it may get a little sloppy, a little slangy. But when I'm trying to make some videos and I try to make some, when I'm on YouTube, I'm conscious of what I'm saying, of how I'm talking. I think a lot of the black folks in America speak that, especially if they grew up in a certain type of area. But if they grew up in like more of a proper, or went to proper schools, they speak proper, they around people that speak proper, you know, a lot of white people and stuff, they probably won't pick it up. They probably won't they probably more likely won't really learn that. But see, I didn't grow up in that type of environment, so I know a lot of that lingo because I grew up around it. But I know how to turn it off. If I'm thinking about it, if I'm in a situation, I know how to turn it off and watch what I'm saying. Depending on the situation, depending on where I am, and what situation I'm in. Dostan. Talking about those plurals. Hey, C. Sharma, where you from? What? You almost slipped up in the hills? I did? What? You mean that what the hell when I was telling y'all what happened? When they reached out to me? He said he almost slipped up. Oh, yeah, that was you. You know what? I went back and looked. I'm like, what is this dude talking about? I went back to see what you were talking about. That's funny, man. Wait, dude. What's up, Dennis? Mam się dobrze. Dziękuję bardzo. Jak się masz? Tota. No, I've never tried to learn Latin before. Hey, Sharma, did you tell me where you were from? I probably missed it. You probably did tell me I missed it. Latin is crazy. Man, the boss, that's just too much work right now. I'm a little lazy. I'm eating skills right now, relaxing, talk with my peoples. those declensions though, man, that's a man. Declensions are painful. What makes Latin so hard? Oh, yeah, it's no, I'm not tired. I'm far from tired. I'm just relaxing, just kind of taking it easy. This is just a hangout vlog. Nothing serious. I'm just sitting here talking, answering questions. It's not leveling up or anything. And now, if it's a anytime I'll go out and level up live, I'll put that in the description. But anytime you see Laoshu's live stream, it's just a general just hangout. I just hang out, answer questions, just who speaks Latin except the Pope and monks? Just chilling, just chilling. Like ism Persian is Arabic. Nam is Persian. Nam is Arabic. Latin has more complicated grammar than most of the Romanian languages. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, I see. Y'all are professionals when it comes to that Persian and stuff. I don't mean to get into you guys' little. Mathala, for example, Nam, Man, Alfredo, Hast. But what does the Nam mean there? I understood what you wrote, but what does Nam mean right there? Let me see. Oh, oh my God. I see it. Oh, okay. I see. I wonder how different the road would be if the Roman Empire chose it. Yeah, that was Persian. He just wrote right there. Oh, I see. Man, I have no idea, Dennis. I don't know. I don't really be paying attention to that type of stuff. Mamnoon. Mamnoon. Isn't that more is that Alfredo? That's that one Mamnoon is more formal. Mamnoon. could learn Latin as kind of a secret language. Apparently, some dudes at Oxford did and use it all the time to talk in secret walls in public. That's cool. Oh, okay. Anyone know that language they were speaking in that Dracula movie? Mamnoon is Arabic, really? I never knew that. Interesting. There's Mamnoon. Shukran, which is no Shukran, which is Arabic. Run them down for us, Alfredo. Run them down for us. Those 5 ways. Oh, merci, but that that's yeah. I forgot about that one. That's French though. Merci, mamnoon, tashakur, mot shakaram, sepas gozaram. Oh, okay. Tashakur. I don't remember hearing tashakur. I remember mot shakaram and sepas gozaram. From time to time, I try to say one phrase in as many languages as possible. No, I never tried. I never, not that I remember. The only real Persian word is the last one I wrote. Oh, c'est pas goza. I commend your level of his living in New York City. It's a different animal people. It's a different animal people are nearly as pleasant here. How did you get over your shyness, if any? Because I see you hunting those natives down. Dang, a lot of people asked me this question today. Teshikure. Oh, Tashakur. Oh, yeah, that sounds like, yeah. You're right. Yeah, Mark, just doing it over and over again, man. Just getting out there and doing it as much as you can, really. That's how I overcame my shyness. I mean, I'm still shy, but when it comes to speaking those languages, I'm a different animal out in the field because I'm used to it because I've been doing it for so long. Like I was telling someone earlier, there were times when I first started doing I was with my buddy Jamal. We would start from 8 in the morning and we'll be doing it all the way until midnight. That's how sick we were on it. Sick. Just obsessed. And we were doing that like almost every day. That's how bad it was. Real bad. And you see, when you do stuff like that, you just get used to it. You get used to it over time. He said, "You getting drunk, yeah." Language pro. Yeah, that level up at 2 a.m. Man, me and Jamal had some. I gotta get him on stream one day, so we can talk about our experience together. We had some great times, man. We had some great times. We used to like 12 o'clock. We stopped, and then when he took me home. We'd be in the car talking for another 2 hours about the experience and about the future, what we were gonna do. Like for like tomorrow, the weekend. Like yeah, we gonna do this. They having this picnic. We gonna go here. We gonna do this. YouTube wasn't even around. We weren't even recording anything. Nothing was being. Man, if I had GoPro cameras back then, oh my god, crazy, crazy. But yeah, just doing it, you gotta really do it, and you can't care. Just do it. It's like don't think about anything. Just do it. Just ask them. Like if you're in this place, you see someone you think you may know their language, they look foreign, and you hear an accent. Just ask them like, hey, what do you know what time this place closed, or just make something up just to get the conversation started, or just to open the door, and then like you like, oh wow, you can say comment on their accent. Your accent sounds, I love your accent. Where are you from? And they'll tell you where they're from, and then that you can just start it up right there. Yeah, it's easier said than done. I know, Xiao Chan. I know it is. It's easier said than done, but you gotta you don't even you can just start like yeah, let me go in here. I'm gonna go in here and try this out. Just like try it out. Yeah. Да, я говорю по-русски, но теперь я говорю плохо. Очень плохо. Потому что я не говорил по-русски давно. А, мне нужна практика. Yeah, that's. Where you from, Dennis? Откуда вы? Мне нужна практика as well. Why you spell it like that? Why you say pratica? It should be practica. I'm not trying to correct you or anything because I need to work on my Russian. I know that. Is there a reason why you say pratica instead of practica? Maybe it's something I don't know about. Koi bat nahiya. Yeah. Peter B. Call cheese at. What are Jamal's stronger languages? I would say Japanese. Japanese and probably he knows Chinese too, but probably his Korean is probably better. His wife is Korean, so he probably I imagine his Korean he learned a lot more Korean. But he was a Japanese man when we first hooked up. He was on that Japanese, and he's like yeah man, we can go up to we used to go to Kent State, this college, Kent State, Kenton, Ohio, because they have a lot of Japanese people up there. Jamal is like my best friend. I talked about him before. We used to go there to practice Japanese, and I used to go up there. When I go up there, I just sit there and watch him talk to those Japanese people. I was like, you know what, man? I'm about to get on this Japanese too. I'm about to get on this Japanese too, and I did. I got on it. No, he doesn't have a channel, but he appeared. He appeared on my channel several times. Are all your friends, including you, married with Asian girls? That's funny. Hi, Moses. I don't want to come in. I have been a beginner of Russian for so long. When you first started out, how did you motivate yourself to learn every day? Well, when I first started learning Russian, yeah, I started learning Russian. When I started doing it at first, I got motivated to learn Russian from when I was working at that gas station. I talked about this story as well a long time ago in one of my videos. But yeah, these people used to come up to the gas station. I used to close. I worked from like 2:30, 3 o'clock, all the way until like closing time, which is like 11 o'clock. And when it got to like 9, it was like between 9 and 10 o'clock. These people used to come up to the gas station. I worked. It was like a booth. Kroger's. It was like at Kroger's grocery. They had their own booth. You know how you know those gas station like a Giant Eagle has some Kroger's. It's a small booth that you're inside and the pumps are outside. I worked in one of those, and they used to come up there and get gas like between 9 and 10 o'clock. And I didn't know where they were from. They looked foreign to me, but see, at the time, I wasn't doing any like Eastern European languages or, I wasn't doing that. And what was that? Yeah, I wasn't doing any of those languages, but I noticed they kept coming up there, coming up there. Every time I closed the store, and then they used to they didn't speak any English. They would come and like $5, $10. They'll live it up, and they have an accent, and they were saying it in Russian. They weren't even saying it in English. They said like "desit" and "biet" and all that, and I was like, I didn't know what that was, so I was just guessing. I'm like, okay, he probably just saying $10 or something. And then I got curious. I was like, I asked him. Actually, I asked him one. I was like, yeah, these. Where those? Someone told me they like, yeah, those guys are from Russia. So after that, I went and got a. So I looked into some Russian resources. Got a phrase book. Looked up some phrases on the internet, and I was like, excuse me. I got that. Got some audio, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna surprise these guys. I'm gonna surprise them. And I learned numbers 1 through 10. I remember I learned numbers 1 through 10, but I remember that time when they always came up there and they put that money in that slot, and they would say it in Russian. So I learned 1 through 10, and your parents are from Polish. You said your parents are from Poland, but you were born in London. But yeah, um, I learned numbers 1 through 10, and I learned some basic readings. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna surprise the hell out of these guys when they come up here. And I remember, oh, Paris. I'm sorry. They came up there, and that guy, he was like, he came, and I said, "Здравствуйте." And he looked up at me, and he smiled. He had a couple gold teeth in his mouth. He's like, I was like, "Здравствуйте." He's like, and he gave me that bill. He was like, "Yes, sir." And I said, "Uh-huh. I know those numbers now, at least 1 through 10." He was smiling, and he was pumping it. He went back and pumped his gas, and he was looking at me. He was smiling. He was smiling, and every time they came up there, I would say, "Привет, здравствуй, добрый вечер." I said, "Добрый вечер." I was practicing doing that over and over. And then one time, this dude, man, he came up there with his wife. He came up there. I was working, and I didn't know what he wanted. He couldn't speak a lick of English. He came up there. He was speaking all in Russian. I'm like, man, what the heck is going on? He brought his wife, and they wanted me to come outside, and I didn't know what to say. Like I went out there, and he was like this. He did like this, and I went out there, and he was talking to his wife in Russian, and I was saying the basic stuff, and he was just like, they were just like, he was just surprised, man. And that's what kept me motivated. I kept see that interaction and how people would be reacting like that, be surprised. I mean, I just knew a little Russian. I didn't know that much stuff, but they was just like surprised about it. And I was from there. I was just like, all right. But I had stopped it at once. I had went and got a grammar book. I got this one Russian grammar book, and I was trying to study the grammar, and it discouraged me, and I stopped for a while. I just stopped for a while. It was really discouraging, really difficult, and then I later on started picking them back up. So in other ways, you pretty much played Russian roulette with them and blew their brain. Yeah, that's how I got started on that Russian. Same way I got started learning Russian and that Wolof and Fulani, them African languages. Same way, pretty much the same way. I mean, I didn't have them bring their wife up and going crazy like that, but that's that's when I started learning those African languages when I was working at that gas station. That was probably, man, I worked at that job for like 3 years or something like that. That was fun. Because you got all these different people coming from, you don't know where they coming from. Different Russians, Africans. I even had, I leveled up, man, I leveled up in Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese, pretty much all the Asian languages. Pretty much all of them. I leveled up there. I don't have any favorites, man. I don't have any favorites. What's up, Shadow? Shadow Doom? How you doing, sir? Make the job bare. I was there for 3 years. Before I worked at that job, I never met a person from Africa in my life. Like straight from Africa, I never met anyone from Africa. And when I started working there, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. When I started working there, the first African dude I spoke with, I had asked him where he was from, and he's like, I'm from Senegal. Do you know where that is? And I said, no. I said, I never heard of that. I said, no, I don't know where it is. And a lot of them, they were telling me they came from Senegal, Gambia, Mauritania, those areas. And I started doing my own research, and I learned that they spoke Wolof and Fulani over there. But I never met a person from Africa until I started working at that gas station. And that side of the town, mm, what's up, Max? What's going on? Yeah, on that side of the town, there was so that even to this day, still when I go over there, a lot of people from Senegal over there, West Africa. A lot of people over there. They have restaurants, they have markets, Senegal. And you guys, one of those actually my very recent video that I made, my very recent level up. I think it was one of those African restaurants I went to. They were from Senegal. They spoke like French and Arab. They spoke French, Wolof or Fulani. Yeah, that was interesting. How good does it feel to make all these people smile when you speak there? It feels great. It's a great feeling. And it's motivating. Makes you want to learn more. Keep doing it. Do it all over again. Yup. Fulani. Yup. That's right. Indeed. I told the guy from Liberia, and he told me they speak English there. They do. Liberia. I mean, they got I think they speak Pidgin as well, and they got some other language they speak over there. No, I don't know that one. That Pigeon though. That Pigeon. Stark, you said you were from did you just say that you were from France? France. Oh, what language are you learning? I see you just typed in chat. You typed in. Let's see some Chinese going there. You. It seems like you know the Russian. Dang, I'm still sore from that workout. How hard is it to pronounce Russian? It's not real hard. I think Polish is more difficult. Polish is probably more difficult as far as pronunciation. Hey, Dennis, you asked me if, from what I understand, you just wrote. You just asked me. You just asked me if the Swahili, if I thought it was difficult or something like that. Swomia, Swomia's going good. Swomia's going good. Mika Stas, Mika Stas. Do you need help with Somali? Yeah, I'm not doing Somali right now. Thanks for reaching out, Abdul. Molda. He knows Sabi PG, bro. Oh. Iska wara waraya. Ya, wan fi ana hay. Wan fi ana hay. Iska wara. Maha usub. Maha usub. I can tell by your name. Kanchunla. Wa khair. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Oh. Somali wa khair wallahi. محسن لكن وحوملية وإن بربرته. I gotta practice some more. I haven't biyahan ayamahan wahan mashkul bana hay maraka af Somali ga baram ilobe. af Somali baram wan ban ilobe. Wallahi wallah. Oh, عودتي في عنه وهي في عنه. وهي في عنه. Jag mår bra. Jag mår jättebra. Talar du svenska också? Start. Wow. Their hot. That's like that hot is like that's like isn't that like snuff? I think that's like snuff. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I heard that too. My Somali friends told me about that. Yup, Somali snuff. He said, unfortunately. Lite svenska. Lite grann. Lite grann. Fortfarande är jättebra. Ganska bra.
cotton is so much stronger than coffee. Yet less stimulating and vitamin of cocaine. Oh, I see. Yeah, I heard about that. A lot of people. I was told about them banning that. No problem. No problem. Oh yeah, it's coming. I'm definitely gonna do that. Don't worry. I just had like a lot of stuff going on. Can't be distracted when doing stuff like that. Somalia, Lima, Tagidonda, West Yorkshire. Make a whole movie. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. I would do Hawaiian, but I gotta find, like I was telling somebody earlier, I had to find them speakers. I gotta find those speakers. Do 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 do. Whole coffee. Sheba. Could you please share some tips on your best things to speed up on mastering a foreign language, etc.? I think people just kind of misunderstanding Mr. Lewis when he says fluent in 3 months. I think he means like a conversation, he's not talking about complete fluency because you can't do that not in 3 months unless, yeah, fluent is like comfortable. Like, I would say like a conversational, you're not going to be totally fluent after 3 months. It's not going to happen unless, for example, um, like let's say I speak Spanish fluently, it's very possible for me to become like a fluent, like really fluent in Italian in 3 months, especially if I live in that country and I'm speaking it every day, considering that it's very similar to Spanish. Now something like that can happen, but like I think if you try to go to, I don't know, something, if you don't know a language like Mongolian and you go to Mongolian for 3 months, you're not going to get, it's going to be harder. It's going to be, yeah, exactly. It's a marketing tool. That's all it is. I know they coming, they coming. It's a marketing tool, but I don't think he's trying to, I don't think he's trying to deceive anybody. It's just marketing stuff. Because we all know that you're not going to be at 3 months. You're not going to be, because when you tell somebody fluent, they thinking that you're talking about, they think that you're talking about complete fluency. Like you're gonna know all everything pretty much. And when that's not the case, it's not gonna happen in 3 months. It takes longer than that. It depends on the language too. The similarities. Nah, my children. Am I expecting a child? No, my children are. I have twin girls and I have a youngest daughter. My twin girls are 5, and my youngest daughter is 2. They growing up. We gotta consider Benny said he would be C1 in a minute. But see, that's controversial. See, Benny is smart. He's smart when it comes to that marketing. He knows how to make some noise, especially when it's controversial. I mean, somebody you'll get somebody rattled up telling them that you're gonna be C1 in 3 months. That's just marketing stuff. That's how you get all that attention, people, because it's controversial. Yeah, you ain't gotta lie. You really ain't gotta lie. Yeah, the last time I was with him when he had came to Columbus, his Chinese wasn't bad. He was doing good. See, I'm not good at marketing. If I had marketing skills, I don't know where I'll be right now, or what would be going on. But keep it real. How long did it take you to reach the level you're at in Chinese? Well, see, always keeps it real. Always keeps it real. So really, like Chinese, I did I would say 2 years of active study. So you got to look at 2 years of active study, and when I say active study, that's like books, reading books and writing and stuff like that. Then after that, it was just basically out in the field, just use the language. So for me, my active study lasted for 2 years, and then I stopped studying it, and I just practiced it whenever. Now I still, although I wasn't doing it actively, I was still practicing. I was still practicing the language, of course. But yeah, I stopped studying at 2 years. So, but it's kind of hard to tell people. They say, "Oh, how long you been?" Chinese has been part of me for more than 10 years. It's been part of my life for more than 10 years, but I didn't study it for 10 years, and that's where some people are confused. I never studied a language for 10 years now, especially when I'm studying these other languages. Got to go on the rice battlefield. Yeah, I don't have anything against anybody. Yeah, I don't have anything against anybody's learning. I don't disrespect anybody's method or anything because everybody has their own way of doing things, you know. But I know everybody's different. They don't feel the same way, and they don't agree. I mean, nobody has to agree with anything. You don't have to agree with what I do, but at the same time, you should still show some respect. Especially if we all had a similar passion, which is learning languages, and if we're trying to promote language learning and trying to get more people into this beautiful field, you know. I miss some. We know there's a huge difference in competencies and human beings reading language. Let's see, like if you want to run Facebook campaigns to your FLR courses or your FLR workshops, or you could, versus being able to understand language. And on top of that, being able to speak, that's a whole another beast. Yeah, it is. My method of learning language is to be lazy and not do it. How you gonna do that? What's up, wild kid? Welcome back to the stream. Don't lose your time. I found what works well on Facebook at local workshops. Local workshops? You got to explain to me more about them workshops. Old English. I think so. Because you end up with high relevance, which means low CPCS. Your audience is small though. Finding a language partner can really boost your motivation. What do you think of Susan? Is that I think that's the woman that she is her I think her method is revolving around music, I believe. I think that's who you're talking about. I think she used music to learn. Is that her? Japanese dentist. Yeah, I think it's cool. Like I said before, I don't have anything against anybody's method. Some people do things in ways that I can't do because it just doesn't work for me. But I don't. I think I have respect for everybody's methods. However they learn the language. I mean, as long as they learn the language, that's all that matters. Yeah, I think we had got up to 50 something viewers earlier. Workshops, you get 20, 50 people under one roof and teach a class, whether it's language learning methods or an actual language class. What did that have to do with Facebook though, Justin? Hold on for a second. What? All right, I'm back. Okay, so let me go over. You get your traffic by running paid social campaigns on Facebook. Teach me, teach me. What's up, Tibor? That's my that's my Hungarian partner right there. Man, what you doing up? It's late over there, ain't it? Not a huge amount. You don't need to spend $100 there. No, Tibor, cause he's in Hungary now. I think it's late over there right now. Late or early. No, I never tried that before. Tibor, I hope my correction helped out. Trying to learn some German. I really don't like that language, but I have like 1 month to be up. Wow. Moses one Sehana have been one action. Alright, brother. Well yeah, hey Willow. Have been one action. Have been one action. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Mahasana. One cool Mahasanta. Hey. I saw it on TV the other day. Chinese billionaire recently bought a rundown factory in Morant. Oh, and it started an auto glass making factory. Now the whole town loves them. Yeah, that was smart on Spark. was smart. So you test offers to your key follower base. If they don't like it, you drop it. If they like it, then you target people who are like your followers, run the offers to them. Damn, this is golden, Justin. You give me some golden stuff. Tweaking to profitable. Hmm. You can PM me to do. All right, yeah. Add me on Skype. Well, add me on Skype. My it's the same. My username is the same as the YouTube. Baseline. What is that? I'm not familiar with that. I'm not an expert or anything though, but I heard some campaigns work well. Tweak until profitable. Keep parte de España. Do 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 do. Spanish YouTube channel with Spanish music. All right, I got your ad, Justin. Got you here. Okay. I'm a good listener, especially when it comes to that type of stuff. Have you ever encountered people talking smack about you in another language on just all back to them? Nah, I never experienced that. All right, Dennis. Dobre noite. Пока. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Demolitionator, what's up, man? I remember seeing you before. Thanks for being a huge follower. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your support. Oh yeah, I just haven't really had time to do it lately. Been too busy. Been too busy. I'll be back on it though. That Smash though. Oh, Xiaoshong, that was you that played Smash? Man, I like fighting games. Street Fighter, Tekken, Virtual Fighter, Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers. I'm a gamer, man. Mortal Kombat, yup, Mortal Kombat. I got some on my YouTube channel. I have a gaming playlist on my YouTube channel. Killer Instinct. No, I don't mess with League of Legends. Just platforms. Street Fighter, yeah. Um, no, I don't do Mario Kart. Marvel vs. Capcom, I did for a little bit. The third one and the second one. Nah, I'm not really into GTA. I don't really mess around with GTA. Mainly for me, it's fighting games. That's the mainly. King DDD. Yeah, the fighting games, man. Yep, I played them online when I was well, not lately, but yeah, when I play them online. Like Street Fighter Five was the last one I played, and I was playing that online. I even went to some tournaments. I did pretty good at some Smash Brother tournaments, some local tournaments. I got like third place in one tournament in Cincinnati a long time ago with King DDD. Did pretty good. That Tekken though, serious. Speaking, reading, and writing. The good old times. Good old times. NES and Super Nintendo. The good old times. Shoot, right now, man, after the ones I'm learning, the ones I'm looking forward to are Slovenian, Ukrainian, um, what is what Slovenian, Ukrainian, Slovakian, Slovak, yes, Ukrainian, Slovenian, Young. Oh, now you speaking Korean? Yes, I have one tattoo here. I got one right here. And then once my arms get bigger, I'm gonna get some more tattoos. I'm gonna get my daughters, all three of my daughters. I'm gonna get their tats. Yeah, I'm gonna get tattoos of my daughters on my arms somewhere. I haven't decided exactly where yet, but yeah. Once my arms get a little bigger, then I'm gonna get their tattoos on there. All three of them. Yeah, man, I've been working out. Look, I told you. Yeah, my body changing, growing. Yup. My arms were never this big before, especially before I started working out. Look at that. See that? Working out strong lately. Woo. Yeah. I went back and looked at my pictures, man. I've been working. It's been my brother, man. This dude put me. This dude. I'm still like we worked out like 2 days ago. I still feel soreness like right up in this area. This dude had me put me under 245 pounds, man. 245. That's a lot of weight. 200 had me benching 245 pounds. I mean, I wasn't doing it by myself, but he was helping me. But I was, yeah, he had me in the 240. But pretty much ever since he started training me, it's been nothing under 200 pounds because it's constantly keeping your muscles like stressed out and growing. I'm not full vegan. I still eat fish, but I'm headed in that direction. I'm probably gonna end up being vegan. Right now, I guess you can call me a pescatarian, whatever they call it. Mainly, I eat Yeah, I don't eat other meat anymore, like beef and chicken and all that. I stopped eating that. Fan page. I'm actually on your actual Facebook. Would you prefer those who follow you on your YouTube to be? Um, yeah, I don't. It doesn't matter. Tofu. You need proteins. Oh, I'm getting proteins. I get proteins from beans, certain vegetables. Um, there's a what do you call that? This is protein stuff. That's called quinoa. It's like it has a lot of protein. Fish has protein. Oh yeah, you don't have to eat meat to get protein. Yeah, quinoa. Yeah, I'm getting plenty of protein. And I used to drink those protein shakes, but I stopped because it has like the you know, the animal products in them. They have some vegan shakes, but I don't really like the taste of them. So you just eating, you getting the vegetables. Yeah, man, 200 pounds. He never puts me under anything less than 200 pounds. Oh, as far as milk, cause I don't do dairy. I'll mess around with that. What do you call it? The oh shoot, what kind of milk is that? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my goodness. Oh, almond milk. Almond milk. Almond milk. Yeah, almond milk. No, I'm just not because like animal product. If it's animal products, if it's animal, I'm not doing it. Like, cause I'm for the type of my the diet I'm going on. So like really the only if it's land animal I don't do it. The only animal that I eat or you know the fish. That's the only thing I'm eating right now. No, almond milk is good. Almond milk is good. That's not dairy. You can do almond milk. You can do and there's another type of milk. I think it's coconut milk. Yeah, I'm just not eating meat because the land animal products. I'm just not. If it's land animal in it, I don't do it. Oat milk. Okay, I never heard of oat milk before. Cow milk is bad for your bones. No jokes. Yeah, I don't do dairy. I hung that up. Though nice soy milk. Man, I haven't had soy milk for a long time. Yeah, the only stuff that I mess with right now as far as milk is that it will be that almond milk. We like, cause my brother, I don't know if y'all ever seen him before, but that dude is jacked. He eating a certain way, so um, I've been pretty much eating what he's been eating, and which is a lot of vegetables and fish, and drinking a whole bunch of water. I think he weighs like 180. We're around the same. We're like around the same weight, but he bench more than like 300 pounds. Yeah, I just been eating like him. Really, I just been following his advice because he knows what he's doing. And yeah, I've been feeling really good because I was eating before he came here. I was eating meat. I was eating chicken and stuff, beef. I think he's been working out for probably 2 years. I
couple years, I would say. Yeah, probably a couple years. He used to be like me. He used to be thin like me. Yeah, like he got like his that V shape thing. Yeah, that dude, man, I go to the gym with him, so yeah, I saw it. I think in a few years you will run out of language. What you gonna do when you have no new? Maybe you just. He said run out of language. No, not really. I have some options, man. I can that's funny, run out of languages in a few years. Oh shoot. Yeah, we'll see when that time comes, man. There's a lot of languages on this planet. You gotta think about them dialects, man. You got all those dialects, and nah, I don't think you're gonna run out of any languages. Mm-mm. I'll just be learning all those dialects. Oh man. Yeah, man, that gym is like you gotta be you know what's funny? You don't have to go to the gym every day. He doesn't go to the gym every day. If you look at him, he looks like he's working out every day. He don't even be going to the gym every day. You go like maybe three times a week. That's adequate. Yeah, yeah, 3 days a week, full body is enough. Yeah, you don't have to go to the gym every day, but you got to make sure you're eating right. You got to make sure it's definitely a science to it because like he was telling me he's like, oh, you see how these people like he will, when we go to the gym, he'll tell me like yeah, you see how they were only on it for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, like on the bench or whatever, the exercise machine. They didn't spend enough time on it. They go in there and they get on it for a little time and they get up. You don't do that. You got to spend time on there. You don't just go in there for 15 minutes and you be like, oh, I'm going to do a couple sets and I'm done. I've seen that. I think I saw that book on Amazon, Fluent Forever. Commonly by how many people? 2,000 is maybe too much. Run out of languages. Yeah, I don't have anything going on right now. He's talking to the animals like Tarzan. That's funny. Talking to those bears, those grizzly bears. Be the next the grizzly man. Did y'all ever see that documentary, The Grizzly Man? Man, I just watched that documentary the other day, man. That's sad. Unbelievable. That Tim Treadwell dude. Did y'all see that? You know what I'm talking about? I had posted a little interview of this guy about that treadmill bear attack. Tell me what y'all think about that. Yes, I can read Indy. That bear attack. Yeah. Los Osos.
Tell me about that bear attack. Did y'all see that documentary? You hear about that? That guy he went up to okay, yeah, I could sum it up. Basically, this guy's name was Tim Treadwell. I'll write his name. His name was Tim Treadwell. This guy went up to I think it was in North America, Alaska, and he lived in the wild for 13 months, and around those bears and foxes. He was going up there. He was living around them, man. Risky. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but yeah, I think he was up there for 13 months, and he got ate alive. Like when he was up there, him and his girlfriend, he took his girlfriend up there, and one of the bears ate him alive, like literally ate him alive, and then his girlfriend. So, in his documentary, like his he was like, it was crazy because in the documentary, because he always had his camera set up, and he was going in the water because the bear was in the water, and he had his shirt off, and he went into the water, and he was like this. Yeah, he was like this. He went into the water, and I was like, man, why is this dude doing that? And the bear was already in the water, and he was walking in the water like real slow. He walked in the water really slow. No, you can watch it on Netflix. It's called the name of it is called The Grizzly. It was called The Grizzly Man. I watched it on Netflix. This dude walked in the water, and the bear was coming toward. The bear was like this, was getting out the water, and then Tim was approaching the bear real slow, and he was like, "I love you." He said, "Hey there, I love you, I love you, hey there." And he was like this, and the bear was walking, and then the bear went right past him, and like Tim moved over a little bit. little Tim moved over a little bit, and he put his hand out like he was gonna pet the bear on the back. The bear, like he put his hand out like he was gonna touch, like he was gonna pet the bear, and the bear was going out of the water. And when he put his hand back, the bear did like that real fast, and then Tim was like that. I'm like, man, this dude is crazy. How the heck you? I don't know, man. I just couldn't believe it. But he was out there messing around with them bears and foxes, and I guess he was in his tent. It was at night. And they ain't had to do this, but they put the audio. I think he had his camera rolling. He always had his cameras rolling, even when he went to sleep. And when a bear came and ate him alive, it was recorded. The audio, they put that on the internet. It's on YouTube. If you put his name, if you put Ted Treadwell on the internet, you will see they have the audio of him being like gnawed to death by the bear. It has like a fox. They had a picture of the fox on there. Yeah, I listened to it, and I was like, man, it was really hard to listen to because he was like screaming. He was like screaming. He was like screaming, and then he stopped screaming for a while because he probably went into shock. And then like probably 20 seconds later, 15, he woke back up and he was screaming. I think he went into shock, and then he woke back up, and you could just hear the bear just eating. And then you can hear his girlfriend. His girlfriend was yelling and stuff, and she was freaking out. But see, I'm like this. I'm like, man, why would you do that? Like, you can't pay me all the money in the world to go out and live in the wild around wild animals. You can't pay me enough money to do that. That's risky. He had to have known that was risky. He had to have known that was risky. And then like it's crazy because when the bear attacked him, I think it was at night because you can hear it was storming. You can hear it was raining in the background and storming. You can hear that in the background. So I think he was in this tent when it happened. So so it's sad that happened to him. But I'm like, man, why'd you go out there? Like, why would you do that? Unless you can't do that, man. You can't do that with wild animals unless you raise them. You have to have like raised them, like literally fed them with bottles and stuff for them to trust you. But like going out in the wild like that, that's very risky. Yup. They didn't have to put that audio up on the internet though like that. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I was watching that documentary, man. I was like flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted. And then it was this one part. It was a scene where the bears were fighting. These two bears were fighting, and it was fierce. It was crazy. Like they were like the two big bears fighting, and fur was like going everywhere. Like they were grabbing each other, biting. Fur it was just like going everywhere. It was the fight was so crazy that one of the bears he was like shitting everywhere. Like he like a whole bunch of shit was just coming out. Like green shit was just all on the ground. It was, and I was like, man, look at the how fierce that is. Fur going every day fighting, and Fur going there. This dude over here recording. This dude, uh, over here recording while these bears fight. And then when they calm down, this dude went down there where they fought, and then he was recording, talking about the fight, like talking about them fighting and stuff, and the shit was all on the ground, and he was talking. I mean, it was that dude, man. He was out there. He was out there. You guys gotta watch that documentary. It's pretty interesting. No, the audio they put the audio on YouTube. Now the documentary, you're not gonna see. You can't see him getting attacked by the bear. They're not gonna show that. That's not on the camera. They just use the audio, but the documentary just show all his footage of him interacting with the bears and the foxes and stuff. Yeah, he that was just really crazy. It was unbelievable. That dude risked his life like that. Greetings, greetings. Yeah, that was an interesting documentary. Cause like my friend told me about it. He was like, "Yeah, you need to check out this documentary about the Grizzly Man." And I went and looked it up, and yeah, I watched that, man. I was like, "Wow, this dude really did that." And in the documentary, he was like, "Yeah, you just have to know how to love them." Is the guy okay? That guy is dead. That guy is done. That like he got ripped apart. The bear, like one of the guys when they came and looked for him, they said that the bear he saw the bear eating off a rib cage. One of the his rib cage, like the bear that killed him was eating off of his rib cage. And his head, they found his head somewhere. It was like it was pretty gruesome. He's done. Him and his girlfriend got killed. Don't listen to that audio though. That audio was painful. You can hear that bear. You know how bears sound.
Okay, Xiao Chen. Okay, I'll change the topic. I'm getting into this documentary. That was just. If someone, I'll pay you $5 million to go live in the wild, I wouldn't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Alexander, I don't know, man. Oh, it's quiet. Okay. I would, but nah, shoot. I wouldn't even go out there with a. I wouldn't go out there with a gun. I wouldn't go out there with any type of. I wouldn't go out there with any type of weapon, man. I'm not going out, and you gotta go to sleep, man. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta sleep. Would you go? You not gonna stay up? He's, I don't know where that number is, man. I don't know where it is. I just say I don't even know. Food Incorporated was really good. Oh, I still gotta watch that one. Someone recommended that to me a while ago. Appreciate it, Alexander. Where you from, Alex? Are you from Singapore? Okay. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Singapore, right? Nice to meet you, sir. What languages are you learning? Huaning, Guanlin. I heard there are a lot of Hindi Urdu. I'm learning Italian right now. Oh, okay. Damn. Dang, Thursday, man. Tomorrow, that's crazy. Time is flying. I've been on this stream for 130 minutes. What is that? About 2 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. Mostly Tamil Indians though. Yeah, a lot of Tamils in Singapore. You guys have signs in that Tamil language. I saw some sign. I've never been to Singapore before, but I saw some pictures where you have signs. It has Tamil language on there. That's how many Tamil people live there. Oh, my live is pretty. Um, yeah, my live is pretty. It's some. I think it's mostly been in the morning, between 10 and 11. If I'm not busy, like I did a stream this morning around 11 o'clock. I was on for like an hour, a little over an hour. Um, but if I make another stream, it will be in the evening. So there's one in the morning and there's one in the early evening. Yeah, I've been out to New York before, but I never leveled up out there. I never went out there to level up. I know New York is crazy. I already know it's crazy out there. We'll be out there soon. Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting when I go out there. I'm not going back out there. I'm not going out there until there's certain languages that I want to be in practice when I go out there. Armenian, Georgian, Hebrew, those three. I got to get those. I got to be in practice when I go out there. I got to be active because they just the communities for those languages is ridiculous. We gonna go out there though. Don't worry. Hell, I went to California. I flew over there. I gotta go to New York. It's right there. Toronto, similar thing. I already told you you'll be in there. Yeah, Toronto is crazy too. Toronto is pretty crazy. I've been up there several times. I live in Columbus, Ohio. Yep, Columbus, Ohio. And we're pretty diverse here as well. A lot of people. Oh yeah, but that Punjabi is, whew, a lot of Indians. I have a lot of work to do. Might get some Montreal this time. Who, me? No, someone asked me about that. If I was going to it. Oh, I gotta get off this stream soon, man. I've been over here in the stream, a little less than 3 hours. Oh, yeah, I'm lucky to be in New York City. Oh, you're in New York City as an avid language learner. Level up opportunity just drop in your lap. Brian, yeah, it's crazy up there, man. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have Asian festivals here every year in Columbus, every summer, and I think it's in May or June. Sakpase Mapole. That looks like Creole. Is that Creole? No, you know what? Mapole. I just saw a meme earlier on Facebook that means that I'm cool or I'm on fire or something. And they had a meme of this dude being on fire wearing a helmet. It was funny. The Mapole. Oh, all right, peoples. I'm about to get off here, man. It's been almost 3 hours. Yeah, I was with Marcel the other day. I talked to him. I was like, man, people keep asking about you on the stream. He's like, yeah, man, I've been busy. That man's been busy working like crazy. But we'll get together soon. But yeah, I'm about to get off here, guys. I've been on this stream for almost 2 or 3 hours. So what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow, yeah, it ain't Friday yet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on for tomorrow. Just you guys are subscribed. You guys just check for me being on live. Y'all take it easy. Thanks for joining the stream. Good games. Good night. Y'all take it easy and we talk to y'all later. All right. I'm about to go watch this documentary again. Nah, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Good night. Thanks for joining the stream. Peace out.